Sai Ram. In his discourse on the 21st of July 1993, Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, our beloved Swami, spoke in great detail on destiny, effort, and the role of God in all of this. He said that God is a witness, and though He is the one who has created the entire universe, He will not interfere in the workings of the universe. Giving an illustration, he said that the traffic commissioner is the one who frames all the traffic rules for a particular region or a city which is under his jurisdiction. Though he is the author of the rules, he will never violate the rules that he himself set. So too, God is the one who has set the rules of dharma, but he will never interfere in it, though he is the author. But there are those exceptional circumstances in which God modifies or even rewrites these rules. What are those exceptional circumstances? And how can we create an exceptional circumstance so that God is ready to rewrite our destinies? Well, I had the privilege, the pleasure, and the good fortune of witnessing one such rewriting of the rules, one miracle that was done publicly. And then Bhagawan himself explained what is it that makes him do such things. The episode that I am referring to happened on the 21st of August 1999. But before getting into the episode per se, here is a little background. The 21st of August every year is celebrated as the MBA day at the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. This is because on the 21st of August in 1986, Bhagawan introduced the business school, the School of Business Management, Accounting and Finance, as part of the Sri Sathya Sai University. It was probably time for Swami to teach the world what the true meaning of MBA was. He was against the concept of using the MBA degree as a means for higher earning. He wanted it to be a means for higher learning. And that is why Swami himself used to come and deliver lectures in the MBA classrooms. He redefined many terms. He said MBA stands for the mind, body and Atma, which needs to be mastered. He gave a new definition for manager, taking each letter of the word and expounding on it. He said, manager stands for M, the mind of man, A, awareness of Atma, N, nature of nations, A, aspects of environment, G, guidelines for goodness, E, enquiry into ethos, and R, the role of rules. He further went on to say that MBA is actually MMM. MMM stands for Master of Man Management. He said that all that one needs to learn while running a business is the art, science, and the heart of man management. If we are able to manage men, the men will achieve everything in the universe. Of course, he meant men as both men and women, because back then men was the term used to denote general human beings. All the discourses that he delivered to the MBA students has been compiled into a book called Man Management. It is not surprising, therefore, that Swami gave a lot of attention to the MBA students, and batches of students used the MBA as an opportunity for higher learning, to evolve on the spiritual ladder, to get closer to Swami, and to build a world that was Swami's ideal world. Every year, the 21st of August was celebrated as the MBA day, and every year the students would request, plead, pray to Bhagawan to come to the auditorium and bless them for that special day. Like a mother who weans away her baby so that the baby can grow and progress, the Divine Mother too initiates something, creates her baby and starts weaning it so that the baby can grow. In the initial years, Swami's visits to the university were very frequent, and he would speak almost on a weekly and monthly basis with the MBA students. As years passed, the MBA baby was weaned and Swami's visits became less and less, till it almost became like an annual event, and that happened on the MBA day. So in 1999, the 21st of August that I am referring to, all the students wanted Swami to come and bless them in the institute auditorium. And Swami had agreed for it. Back then, I was in the 12th grade, and all the students starting from the 11th grade, the 11th and 12th from higher secondary school, and the students pursuing the bachelor's program as well as the students pursuing the master's program, along with all the MBA students, were invited to this special session in the university auditorium. So the institute auditorium was packed to capacity. In fact, if there was more capacity, I am sure more students would have been invited. When Swami arrived to the auditorium and he sat on the stage, it was evident that Swami was not feeling well. He looked a bit tired, he looked a bit weak, and all of us were wondering what happened to Swami. But Swami went about with the day's proceedings as if nothing had gone wrong, as if everything was normal. In fact, there were a couple of speakers, the final one being Professor U.S. Rao. And after he concluded his speech, Swami blessed him and told him to proceed with the remaining part of the program. The key highlight of the program would be, as it is always, Bhagawan's discourse. So now, Vice Chancellor Sir, Shri S.V. Giri, he himself noticed that something was amiss with Bhagawan. So he went and asked Swami whether they could put the drama which was scheduled, or whether Bhagawan would like to address the students because that is the schedule. He didn't want to force Swami to speak because it looked like Swami is not feeling well. At the same time, everyone knows that Swami is the one who decides everything, so whatever Swami wanted to do. So there was a bit of, to and fro. Vice Chancellor requesting Swami what should be done, what is the next. But at the end of it, it became clear that Swami told him, "You get the mics, I am going to speak." And then Swami rose up to speak.
Students, embodiments of love.
All our hearts sang even as Swami began. His voice was so feeble and we knew that something was amiss.
Bhagawan is here to make every one of us happy, but the sound is not coming as usual. God is the very embodiment of sound.
And as if to make the irony more stark, Swami said, Devudu Shabda Swarupudu, meaning God is the embodiment of sound. But there was no sound coming. And then it happened. Much to the delight of all of us assembled there, Swami burst forth into a beautiful verse which asked rhetorical questions. How is it that the sun rises every morning without fail? How is it that the winds blow on merrily every day without a break? So on and so forth, making everyone realize that the force behind all the forces of nature, the power behind all the power in nature is the divine. Swami then went on to explain what had happened. More significantly and importantly, he went on to explain why he had transcended the laws of nature, the laws that he verily created. He transcended them for a very special reason.
Because of intimate relationship between Swami and you, Bhagavan wants to tell us a small thing. It's yesterday. Anil Kumar also was there. Bhagavan could not speak. Bhagavan gave darshan to all devotees and he didn't speak to anybody. Next day, there is a function there at all. And Anil Kumar said, Swami, let's cancel college function. Your register also said same. Vice Chancellor also said same. They promised to students, I will never disappoint them. And we said, that's our own students, you can have that. Bhagavan has no feeling of mind in dying. In fact, he has no differences whatsoever. Nothing like somebody different, separate. Promise is very same. He said, I will definitely take it. They all said, Swami, please come over there, give darshan, and that we will have drama there. Bhagavan wanted all boys to be very happy. He spent all the time in the bathroom throughout life. Yes, it's bound to happen. One should not act against the laws of nature. Bhagavan started shouting throughout all the night because he wanted to restore the normal voice. He could not get it. One should not act against the laws of nature. Because of the feelings of students, Swami could have his normal, regular voice. Bhagavan is never mindful of his own thing anytime. To make you happy, Bhagavan could restore his voice and could give
There you go, dear brothers and sisters. It is love, love, and nothing else but love that makes these miracles possible. Where there is love, there is God, and where there is God, there are miracles. It is love that makes Swami, makes God change our destinies, modify rules, rewrite them if necessary in order to achieve what has to be achieved. And you know the beautiful thing about love, when we love Swami so intensely, even if the rules are not changed and destiny is not modified, we will accept it. Not just accept it, we will rejoice with it. We will love his uncertainty because love is all that matters. Of course, like how he saved Prahalada from the trampling elephant and the poisonous snakes, the Lord can come and save us, definitely. But then the Lord also transforms us into devotees like Mirabai, who drank poison, but it became Amrit. It nullified the effect of that vicious poison and became something that made her immortal. So that is the secret, dear brothers and sisters. Love and nothing else. Love works miracles. Love also works miracles of transformation, which makes us surrender and accept whatever he does as the best for us. And that is why every time I conclude my talk, I make it a point to conclude with the prayer, Dear Swami, may our love for you keep growing every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.